Hey everybody, this is Advocate Lucinda, your empowerment lawyer. Well, today this video is based on a question that was asked to me regarding suing under color of law. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What is suing under the color of law and what it means, and also inserting it in your complaint. So let's get started.
Under color of law, it is the appearance of legal authority or an apparently legal right that may not exist. The term is often used to describe the abuse of power of an official of a governmental entity under the guise of state authority or local authority or city authority. In other words, the official's conduct was so closely associated with a state or a local government or city government that the conduct was deemed to be the action of that state or that local government or city government. Let's take, for example, the Tyree Nichols case. The U.S. Department of Justice Civil Rights Division has opened an investigation into whether the Memphis Police Department has an unconstitutional pattern or practice of using excessive force and racial discrimination, department officials announced on Thursday. This was July 27, 2023. The report was made by Jonathan Allen at Reuters reporting. And why is this decision critical? Remember, color of law is established by the official's conduct, which appears to be authorized by the state. In this case, in the Tyree Nichols case, of course, it was the Memphis City Police Department, which is, of course, a governmental entity. And here, a pattern of practice of use of force may be equivalent to the Memphis Police Department having knowledge of the use of force. Now, a police department is put on notice when it receives multiple complaints of excessive force. If you recall, the Memphis Police Department deactivated the Scorpion unit, which multiple officers who were involved in the Nicholas case were part of. That Scorpion unit received multiple complaints of police misconduct and excessive force, even against these officers, before Mr. Nichols' death. Now, 18 U.S.C. Section 242 imposes criminal penalties on any person acting under color of any law, statute, ordinance, regulation, or custom who willfully subjects any person to, number one, the deprivation of any rights, privileges, or immunities secured or protected by the Constitution or laws of the United States, or two, subjects an individual to different punishments, pains, or penalties on account of such person being an alien or by reason of his color or race than are prescribed for the punishment of citizens. And notice custom here I highlighted because the individual official who's acting under color of law does not necessarily refers to a written regulation, statute, or ordinance, but by the mere custom the mere pattern, continuing pattern of using excessive force is just as much the breaking of a written statute, ordinance, regulation. And one of the rights that Mr. Nichols' attorneys argued is that he had the right to be free from the use of unreasonable force by a police officer by assaulting him and by failing to intervene in the unlawful assault. So before we get into the sample complaint, let me just reiterate. A 1983 civil rights lawsuit allows individuals who have had their civil rights violated by a state or local employee, such as election official, a police officer, a school resource officer, sheriff's deputy, for example, to bring a lawsuit against the official. As I said earlier, it could be a county official. For example, this complaint is a 42 U.S.C. 1983 complaint. And if you notice, you have the defendants, but the part I really wanted to show you how to state it in your complaint. In this particular case, plaintiff alleges that all of the defendants acted under color of state law and violated plaintiff's rights under the 4th and 14th Amendments to the Constitution of the United States. So this is the first page of this sample. I do have the complete sample, and I will leave a link in the description page for you to download the sample for your case, for your use. I trust this video was helpful to you. And as always, I'm Advocate Lucinda, your empowerment lawyer. Take care.